Hubei is a province of China, located in the easternmost part of central China. The name of the province means north of the lake, referring to its position north of Dongting Lake. The provincial capital is Wuhan, a major transportation thoroughfare and the political, cultural, and economic hub of central China. Hubei is officially abbreviated to, an ancient name associated with the eastern part of the province since the Qin dynasty, while a popular name for Hubei is, after the powerful state of Chu that existed here during the Eastern Zhou dynasty. It borders Henan to the north, Anhui to the east, Jiangxi to the southeast, Hunan to the south, Chongqing to the west, and Shaanxi to the northwest. The high-profile Three Gorges Dam is located at Yichang, in the west of the province. History. The Hubei region was home to sophisticated Neolithic cultures. By the spring and autumn period, the territory of today's Hubei was part of the powerful state of Chu. Chu was nominally a tributary state of the Zhou dynasty, and it was itself an extension of the Chinese civilization that had emerged some centuries before in the north, but it was also a culturally unique blend of northern and southern culture, and was a powerful state that held onto much of the middle and lower Yangtze River, with power extending northwards into the North China Plain. During the Warring States period, Chu became the major adversary of the upstart state of Qin to the northwest, which began to assert itself by outward expansionism. As wars between Qin and Chu ensued, Chu lost more and more land. First its dominance over the Sichuan Basin, then its heartland, which correspond to modern Hubei. In 223 BC, Qin chased down the remnants of the Chu regime, which had fled eastwards, as part of Qin's bid for the conquest of all China. Qin founded the Qin dynasty in 221 BC, the first unified state in the region. Qin was succeeded by the Han dynasty in 206 BC, which established the province of Jingzhou in what is now Hubei and Hunan. The Qin and Han played an active role in the agricultural colonization of Hubei, maintaining a system of river dikes to protect farmland from summer floods. Towards the end of the Han dynasty and the beginning of the 3rd century, Jingzhou was ruled by regional warlord Liu Biao. After his death, Liu Biao's realm was surrendered by his successors to Cao Cao, a powerful warlord who had conquered nearly all of North China, but in the Battle of Red Cliffs, warlords Liu Bei and Sun Quan drove Cao Cao out of Jingzhou. Liu Bei then took control of Jingzhou. He went on to conquer Yaizhou, but lost Jingzhou to Sun Quan. For the next few decades, Jingzhou was controlled by the Wu Kingdom, ruled by Sun Quan and his successors. The incursion of northern nomadic peoples into the region at the beginning of the 4th century began nearly 3 centuries of division into a nomad-ruled north and a Han Chinese-ruled south. Hubei, to the south, remained under southern rule for this entire period, until the unification of China by the Sui dynasty in 589. In 617 the Tang dynasty replaced Sui, and later on the Tang dynasty placed what is now Hubei under several circuits. Jiangnan Circuit in the south, Shanandong Circuit in the west, and Huainan Circuit in the east. After the Tang dynasty disintegrated in the 10th century, Hubei came under the control of several regional regimes. Jingyan in the center, Wu to the east, and the 5 dynasties to the north. The Song dynasty reunified the region in 982, and placed most of Hubei into Jing-Hubei Circuit, a longer version of Hubei's current name. Mongols conquered the region in 1279, and under their rule the province of Hugang was established, covering Hubei, Hunan, and parts of Guangdong and Guangxi. During the Mongol rule, in 1334, Hubei was devastated by an outbreak of the Black Death, which according to Chinese sources spread during the following 3 centuries to decimate populations throughout Eurasia. The Ming dynasty drove out the Mongols in 1368. Their version of Hugang province was smaller, and corresponded almost entirely to the modern provinces of Hubei and Hunan combined. while Hubei was geographically removed from the centers of the Ming power. During the last years of the Ming, today's Hubei was ravaged several times by the rebel armies of Zhang Jianzhong and Li Zicheng. The Manchu Qing dynasty, which had much of the region in 1644, soon split Hugang into the modern provinces of Hubei and Hunan. The Qing dynasty, however, continued to maintain a viceroy of Hugang, one of the most well-known being Zhang Jidong, whose modernizing reforms made Hubei into a prosperous center of commerce and industry. The Huangshi area, southeast of Wuhan, became an important center of mining and metallurgy. In 1911, the Wuchang Uprising took place in modern-day Wuhan, overthrowing the Qing dynasty and establishing the Republic of China. In 1927, Wuhan became the seat of a government established by left-wing elements of the Kuomintang, led by Wang Jingwei. This government was later merged into Chiang Kai-shek's government in Nanjing. During World War II, the eastern parts of Hubei were conquered and occupied by Japan, while the western parts remained under Chinese control. During the Cultural Revolution in the 1960s, Wuhan saw fighting between rival Red Guard factions. As the fears of a nuclear war increased during the time of Sino-Soviet border conflicts in the late 1960s, the Jiangning prefecture of Hubei was chosen as the site of Project 131, an underground military command headquarters. The province, and Wuhan in particular, suffered severely from the 1954 Yangtze River floods. Large-scale dam construction followed, with the Gezibov Dam on the Yangtze River near Yichang started in 1970 and completed in 1988. The construction of the Three Gorges Dam, further upstream, began in 1993. In the following years, authorities resettled millions of people from western Hubei to make way for the construction of the dam. A number of smaller dams have been constructed on the Yangtze's tributaries as well. Geography. The Jianghan Plain takes up most of central and southern Hubei, while the west and the peripheries are more mountainous, with ranges such as the Wudang Mountains, the Jing Mountains, the Daba Mountains, and the Wu Mountains. The Dabi Mountains lie to the northeast of the Jianghan Plain, on the border with Henan and Anhui. The Tongbei Mountains lie to the north on the border with Henan, to the southeast. The Mufu Mountains form the border with Jiangxi. The highest peak in Hubei is Shennong Peak, found in the Daba Mountains and in the forestry area of Shennongjia. It has an altitude of 3,105 meters. The two major rivers of Hubei are the Yangtze and its left tributary Hanshui. They give their name to the Jianghan Plain. The Yangtze River enters Hubei from the west via the Three Gorges. The eastern half of the Three Gorges lies in western Hubei, while the western half is in neighboring Chongqing. The Hanshui enters the province from the northwest. After crossing most of the province, the two great rivers meet at Wuhan, the provincial capital. Among the notable tributaries of the Yangtze within the province are the Shennong Stream, the Qing, a major waterway of southwestern Hubei, the Huangbo near Yichang, and the Fushui in the southeast. Thousands of lakes dot the landscape of Hubei's Jianghan Plain, giving Hubei the name of Province of Lakes. The largest of these lakes are Lake Liangzi and Hong Lake. The numerous hydro dams created a number of large reservoirs, the largest of which is the Danjiangkou Reservoir on the Hanshui, on the border between Hubei and Henan. Hubei has a humid subtropical climate, with 4 distinct seasons. Winters are cool to cold, with average temperatures of 1 to 6 degrees Celsius in January, while summers are hot and humid. The mountainous districts of western Hubei, in particular Shennongjia, with their killer summers, attract numerous visitors from Wuhan and other lowland cities. Besides the capital Wuhan, other important cities are Jingmen, Xi'an, a center of automotive industry and the gateway to the Wudang Mountains, Yichang, the main base for the gigantic hydroelectric projects of southwestern Hubei, and Shashi. Administrative divisions. Hubei is divided into 13 prefecture-level divisions and 1 autonomous prefecture, as well as 3 directly administered county-level cities and 1 directly administered county-level forestry area. The 13 prefecture-level divisions and 4 directly administered county-level divisions of Hubei are subdivided into 103 county-level divisions. Those are in turn divided into 12 34 township-level divisions. Politics. Secretaries of the CPC Hubei Committee: Li Zhanyan, 1949–1954. Wang Renzhong, 1954–1966. Zhang Tixwei, 1966–1967. Zheng Xiu, 1970–1973. Zhao Xinqiu, 1973–1978. Chen Pixian, 1978–1982. Guan Guangfu, 1983–1994. Jia Zhiji, 1994–2001. Jiang Juping, 2001. Yuzheng Sheng, 2001–2007. Luo Kenquan, 2007–2011. Li Hongzhong, 2011–present. Governors of Hubei: Li Zhanyan, 1949–1954. Liu Zihao, 1954–1956. Zhang Tixwei, 1956–1967. Zheng Xiu, 1968–1973. Zhao Xinqiu, 1973–1978. Chen Pixian, 1978–1980. Han Ninfu, 1980–1982. Huang Jizhen, 1982–1986. Guo Zhenqian, 1986–1990. Guo Shuyan, 1990–1993. Jia Zhiji, 1993–1995. Jiang Juping, 1995–2001. Zhang Guoguang, 2001–2002. Luo Kenquan, 2002–2007. Li Hongzhong, 2007–2010. Wang Desheng, 2010–present. Economy. Hubei is often called the land of fish and rice. Important agricultural products in Hubei include cotton, rice, wheat, and tea, while industries include automobiles, metallurgy, machinery, power generation, textiles, foodstuffs and high-tech commodities. Mineral resources that can be found in Hubei in significant quantities include borax, hongshiite, wollastonite, garnet, marlstone, iron, phosphorus, copper, gypsum, rutile, rock salt, gold, amalgam, manganese and vanadium. The province's recoverable reserves of coal stand at 548 million tons, which is modest compared to other Chinese provinces. Hubei is well known for its mines of fine turquoise and green faustite. Once completed, the Three Gorges Dam in western Hubei will provide plentiful hydroelectricity, with an estimated annual power production of 84,700 GWh. Existing hydroelectric stations include Gezhouba, Danjiangkou, Gehean, Hanjiang, Dua, Huang Longtan, Bailanhe, Lushui and Fushui. Hubei's economy ranks 11th in the country and its nominal GDP for 2011 was 1.959 trillion yuan and a per capita of 21,566 RMB. The government of Hubei hopes to keep the GDP growth rate above 10% annually and double per capita GDP by 2020. Economic and Technological Development Zones. Hubei Jingzhou Chengyan Economic Development Zone was established in 1992 under the approval of Hubei government. Three major industries include textile, petroleum and chemical processing, with a combined output accounts for 90% of its total output. The zone also enjoys a well-developed transportation network, only 6 kilometers to the airport and 4 kilometers to the railway station. Wuhan Eastlake High-Tech Development Zone is a national-level high-tech development zone. Optical electronics, telecommunications, and equipment manufacturing are the core industries of Wuhan Eastlake High-Tech Development Zone, while software outsourcing and electronics are also encouraged. ELHTZ is China's largest production center for optical electronic products, with key players like Changfei Fiber Optical Cables, Fenghuo Telecommunications and Wuhan Research Institute of Post and Telecommunications. Wuhan ELHTZ represents the development center for China's laser industry, with key players such as HUST Technologies and Tuchan Laser being based in the zone. Wuhan Economic and Technological Development Zone is a national-level industrial zone incorporated in 1993. Its size is about 10 to 25 square km and it plans to expand to 25 to 50 square km. Industries encouraged in Wuhan Economic and Technological Development Zone include automobile production, assembly, biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, chemicals production and processing, food, beverage processing, heavy industry, and telecommunications equipment. Wuhan Export Processing Zone was established in 2000. It is located in Wuhan Economic and Technology Development Zone, planned to cover land of 2.7 sq.km. The first 0.7 sq.km area has been launched. Wuhan Optical Valley Software Park is in Wuhan Eastlake High-Tech Development Zone. Wuhan Optics Valley Software Park is jointly developed by Eastlake High-Tech Development Zone and Dalian Software Park Co., Limited. The planned area is 0.67 square kilometers with total floor area of 600,000 square meters. The zone is 8.5 kilometers from the 316 National Highway and is 46.7 kilometers from the Wuhan Tianhe Airport. Zhangyang New and High-Tech Industrial Development Zone. Demographics. Han Chinese form the dominant ethnic group in Hubei. A considerable Miao and Tujia population live in the southwestern part of the province, especially in Amshi Tujia and Miao Autonomous Prefecture. On October 18, 2009, Chinese officials began to relocate 330,000 residents from the Hubei and Henan provinces that will be affected by the Danjiangkou Reservoir on the Han River. The reservoir is a part of the larger South-North Water Transfer Project. Religion. The predominant religions in Hubei are Chinese folk religions, Taoist traditions and Chinese Buddhism. According to surveys conducted in 2007 and 2009, 6.5% of the population believes in or is involved in cults of ancestors, while 0.58% of the population identifies as Christian, declining from 0.83% in 2004. The reports didn't give figures for other types of religion. 92.92% of the population may be either irreligious or involved in worship of nature, deities, Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism, folk religious sects, and minorities of Muslims. Culture. People in Hubei speak Mandarin dialects. Most of these dialects are classified as Southwestern Mandarin dialects, a group that also encompasses the Mandarin dialects of most of southwestern China. Perhaps the most celebrated element of Hubei cuisine is the huachang fish, a freshwater bream that is commonly steamed. Types of traditional Chinese opera popular in Hubei include Hanju and Tuju. The Shennong area is the alleged home of the Yuan, a wild undiscovered hominid that lives in the forested hills. The people of Hubei are given the uncomplimentary nickname, nine-headed birds by other Chinese, from a mythological creature said to be very aggressive and hard to kill. In the sky live nine-headed birds. on the earth live Hubei people. Wuhan is one of the major culture centers in China. Hubei is thought to be the province that originated the card game of Dao Daizhu. Education. The premier Wuhan University and many other institutions in Wuhan makes it a hub of higher education and research in China. Universities: Wuhan University, Huazhong University of Science and Technology, Wuhan University of Technology, Huazhong Agricultural University, Huazhong Normal University, Hubei University of Technology, Zhongyan University of Economics and Law, China University of Geosciences, Wuhan University of Science and Technology, Tongji Medical University, Wuhan University of Hydraulic and Electric Engineering, Hubei University, Wuhan Technical University of Survey and Mapping, Hubei University of Economics, Hubei College of Education, Wuhan Institute of Medical Sciences, University of Hydraulic Electric Engineering, Wuhan Institute of Chemical Technology, Yangtze University, South Central University for Nationalities, Hubei Institute of Fine Arts, Wuhan Business University. Transportation. Prior to the construction of China's national railway network, the Yangtze and Hanshui rivers had been the main transportation arteries of Hubei for many centuries, and still continue to play an important transport role. Historically, Hubei's overland transport network was hampered by the lack of bridges across the Yangtze River, which divides the province into northern and southern regions. The first bridge across the Yangtze in Hubei, the Wuhan Yangtze River Bridge, was completed in 1957, followed by the Xicheng Bridge in 1971. As of October 2014, Hubei had 23 bridges and tunnels across the Yangtze River, including 9 bridges and 3 tunnels in Wuhan. The railway from Beijing reached Wuhan in 1905, and was later extended to Guangzhou, becoming the first north-to-south railway main line to cross China. A number of other lines crossed the province later on, including the Jiaozhou-Luzhou Railway and Beijing-Kowloon Railway, respectively, in the western and eastern part of the province. The first decade of the 21st century has seen a large number of new railway construction in Hubei. The Wuhan-Guangzhou high-speed railway, roughly parallel to the original Wuhan-Guangzhou line, opened in late 2009, and is currently being extended to the north, towards Beijing. A new east-west high-speed corridor connecting major cities along the Yangtze is being constructed as well. The Hefei-Wuhan section, which opened in 2009, has enabled fast service between Wuhan and Shanghai, while the Wuhan-Yushang and Yichang-Guangzhou sections are under construction. Air Hubei's main airport is Wuhan Tianhe International Airport. Yichang Sangxiu Airport serves the Three Gorges region. There are also passenger airports in Jiangfan, Inxi, and Jingzhou.